Hello everybody, we are back. We're not on the main gaming PC, we're on the rendering PC, but it doesn't matter. It should still be good. Roll the intro. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the NK Maribor save, and it's a pleasure to be able to say that to you after all the issues we've had in the recent days, weeks. I don't know. The main PC is still not working. I'm actually going to take it down to the shop sometime soon to let them have a little poke around and see if they can find the issue. I've tried everything I know. The guys in Discord have helped me out loads as well. But anyway, that is that. We are at the beginning of the next season. I've gone through and put all of the general graphics I think that I had in the game before are still here. The only thing I haven't done is set up custom views and things yet, but don't worry about that. If you're enjoying the video, enjoying the series, subscribe, like it, all that good stuff. Let's crack on into it. Now, obviously, we've made transfers, and we haven't done any transfer news on this episode of this season because, well, it's all been go. And you can see them here. Normally I do a nice little flash bit of ins and outs, but we're not going to do that. We've got quite a few ins, as you can see. Outs, we are... yeah, there's been a lot. There's been a lot of loans leaving, and we've actually cleared quite a lot of dead wood. But we have to go back to last year to actually see the amount of people we actually have got rid of. So, Martinovic left on a free. Frasange left to Olympiacos for 72k at the end of his loan. Rock Mayhair went on loan again. Buznell left. Flavio went on loan. Zismond we sold for 400k, raising to £1 million for this guy, potentially. Oh, yes, and we've lost the regen faces as well, which is a little bit annoying, but not much we can do about that at the moment. Kuzmic was another one. He went to Smartno, 375k with £1 million, potentially raising to £1 million, and he's already on the transfer list at them. So I don't quite understand the computer's logic there. Mitrovic, the centre-back, he has moved on as well. We sold him at that point. On the ins, Louis Zhao and Diego Liete have joined. We'll touch on them in a minute. We've got a few youngsters that have joined as well. But you'll see Q-Pitch and Down, we can go through them in this year's window. Now, we didn't go and sign Baratul Barisic. That was the big question we had at the end of the last video, pretty much, before we came back into this season to see what was going to happen. If we're going to carry this, well, obviously I'm going to carry the season on, but what was happening with the PC, we didn't know that was going to happen. But we've bought in as our big signing, not the biggest money signing, that was Diego Liete, but our big signing up front is Daniel Barella Tuota Fozzo, who I think looks incredible. Came off the Roma Youth Academy in Italy, moved to Dynamo. He's had a loan at Alumgi where he got 17 goals in 33 games, not too bad. Stepped up to the first team, had a good season with a 6.72, but didn't score and didn't assist, which is a bit annoying. Then went back to the second team and got a 7.31, 8 goals, 14 assists. This season here is where he caught the eye of my scouts, and we've gone and paid £5 million for him. So, have we paid over the odds? Potentially, but he's only 20. He's got a cap for Cameroon. He's got good potential. He's got great attributes where you need them. Pace and acceleration is outstanding. Stamina's a bit rubbish. I'm a bit worried by that. Work rate, vision off the ball is okay at 11s. Decisions is okay. We're going to try and work on his decisions and his composure. But finishing, dribbling, first touch, heading, determination, he's all pretty damn good. I've just realised I haven't... This is how freshly I've just installed all of this on the old PC. Is that I haven't changed weight and height, so I'm going to go and do that and we'll be right back. So there we go, 5'9", 9 stone 12. That's a bit better for all of us who prefer those sort of units. But he's made a pretty impressive start for us. No games in the league yet because we haven't got there. We're in the Champions League qualifiers. But in the continental stage, he has 2 goals in 1 start and 1 sub appearance, getting a 7.25. So yeah, not bad at all, to be honest. The driven personality is pretty good as well. I quite like the look of bringing him in. Let me know what you think in the comments about that guy. Now, we'll go for the free transfers next. Alexander Kupic joins from Radnik. He goes into the under-19s, 18-year-old Serbian goalkeeper. He was rated very highly. We've sent him on loan to Zemun to try and get some first-team experience of actually adult football. We're going to keep an eye on how he progresses. Mattia Meyer, striker, right winger. decently quick, 6'2", great finishing, great composure, great determination, off the ball's great, technique's getting better and is pretty good, fairly determined, young striker. There he is, there's his picture in case you didn't know what he looked like. Spanish guy, comes in, really excited about him. Man United paid 600k for him back in the day. We've got him in on a free as a young striker. One continental appearance, 2 sub appearances, 1 goal, 6.87 so far. As a backup striker, I quite like the look of him. I really, really do. I realise we haven't gone through the outs, but we'll touch on them later in a minute. Oscar Tarenzi joins from Man City on a free. Again, another Spaniard, 20 years old. No picture for this guy, but stamina's good, pace is decent, acceleration's good. Backup left back. I'm liking what he could bring, and I think we can sell for a profit if needs be. Not the best potential. £3,000 a week is a lot of money for someone who's not brilliant. But I think the way our finances are going, I don't mind spending a little bit more money to try and get a little bit of a classy sort of player in. And I think Oscar Terenzi could well do that. Ben Kerr joins from Ross County as well. Now, an 18-year-old Scotsman who we've signed and sent back on loan to Kilmarnock in the Scottish Championships. Carry on getting some first-team football there. He's played 1 appearance, got a 6.7. 17 appearances for Ross County in the Premiership in Scotland before that. 3 goals. I quite like the look of this guy as a striker. I mean, good pace, good acceleration, aggression's high, so he's going to go and chase the ball down a lot. Finishing, composure, decisions off the ball, technique, heading. 6 foot, there's nothing to be sniffed at an 18-year-old having attributes like that. I think it's pretty good. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? We'll have to wait and see if he progresses enough to get into the first team. It doesn't stop there. We carried on bringing in free transfers. Robert Kubula, the 18-year-old German, joined. I was very attracted to his physicals. Attracted is probably not the right word, talking about an 18-year-old German. But really good physical attributes. Strength is a little bit low, but we can work on that. Right back, currently sitting in the under-19s. Wasn't too fussed about wanting a loan move, so we're going to leave him in the under-19s and try and give him a few call-ups here and there. Crossing and dribbling needs to improve if he's going to be a right back at our club. Again, it's one that I think bringing in for a free transfer, £800 a week, a bit of decent potential, I think it's more likely we'll sell him on for a bit of money. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But at least he's got a regen face that actually looks pretty realistic. Then on to the money. So we've looked at Daniel Badal-Totu Fotso. He's my sort of marquee signing, even though he wasn't the most expensive. But Louis Zhao joins, central midfielder, who I actually had a picture for before. He doesn't have one in the new face pack that I've downloaded. Yes, all-round good egg, I would say. £3,000 a week, 2.7 million he's valued at. Gets forward whenever possible, shoots from distance, shoots with power. 25-year-old, looks great. Already started the season pretty well in the Champions League with 2 goals in 3 appearances, which isn't bad for a central midfielder. Likes to play as the Mazzala, so fits into the formation really well. We bought him in for 3.9k. I wish it was 3.9k. 3.9 million pounds, with Porto paying 50% of his wages still, which is why we've got him on £3,000 a week, which is quite good. When we have to give him a new contract, it will probably be a little bit harder because he's going to want the same as what he's actually being paid, which is around about £6,000 or £7,000 a week, and we could only afford to pay him 3, which is why we had to negotiate that in. But all in all, I'm quite happy with that deal. Diego Liete, centre back, £7 million, potentially raising to 8.5 million. 24-year-old centre back, so lots of growth as well. Already a good squad player, can still improve. 3.5 star potential, valued at 5.25 million, 3.8 a week. Again, Porto are paying 50%, I think, of his old wage as well, which is absolutely brilliant. Brings a bit of class. 6'2", another centre back at the club. I know we've got a lot of them. There's a reason why. Left-footed, so he'll play on the left. Really, basically, the attributes he brings in terms of defensive stuff, heading, marking, tackling, all pretty much 13, but he brings with him the passing, he brings with him the technique, the jumping reach, the pace, the stamina. He can bail us out of trouble if someone gets in behind the back generally. He's got good enough pace to potentially catch fast strikers up and to put in a good tackle. So again, very happy with bringing in Diego Liete. A centre-back definitely wasn't on the cards to bring in, but he's here because we can move over to the out. So Martinovic, we know, left on a free. Lucas Sales kicked up a massive fuss to try and get a move back to Brazil, and he has. He's got a move back to Sao Paulo Football Club. As you can see, we don't have their proper name in, but we do have their badge and stuff. Do you know what? I'm not too upset. I tried to hold out for 1.5 million. The most they said was, I think, I got an offer of 1.2, rejected it. He got annoyed, so then they wouldn't go above like 950k. Ended up getting 925k for him. Meh, I don't think he's going to grow into a brilliant defender. He's 23. He's only 1 year younger than Diego Lietti, and when you compare the two, Diego Lietti's much better, and he's an EU national. So, I was pretty happy with that decision. Mutevicic, a youngster, was never going to break into our first team, so we've cashed in on him for 18k. Zan Vipotnik. Now, I held this guy in high regard, but he never cut it in the first division. He had 2 games for us, didn't score. That was probably not enough to judge him on. So he went on loan, 6 in 17 with a 6.9. Never really hit the heights that he had in the second league with Fusina and what he did for our under 19s. So we've cashed in him 140k. I thought, yeah, we'll just get rid. I think it's a good decision. I can't see him progressing. I think as we've bought in better players and better youngsters, Zan Vipotnik's potential is dropped in terms of what the coaches think. So, yeah, I think we've cashed in at a good time. We could have got more value for him if we'd cashed in a bit earlier, but I wanted to give him a little bit of a go, but it just wasn't going to work out, so off he goes. Loan signings we're not going to really look at. Domag Zerbic, another centre-back, who we bought in for really cheap, £60 from Dynamo. He's had 2 seasons out on loan, not done too badly, to be honest, in the first league, but he joins Mura as well. And again, we were overloaded at centre-backs. Diego Lietti's came in. He's better than both of those, so off he went. Vulant Ndoj, the Kosovan holding midfielder, he played 4 games for us last year as we had already wrapped up the title. We gave him a run-out. Wasn't going to progress. Move him on. We've got no time for sympathy here unless a youngster is really good. Same can be said of Zake Zugej, the goalkeeper, 18 years old, came through the club as very high rated percentage, went on loan to the second league, didn't do very well, so we've cashed in on him as well. Vid Kodeman's gone on loan. We'll look at him quickly because he's 20 years old and we're potentially going to give him some games, but not anymore. Krasovic has gone on loan. Tierno Ballo, yes, this is a bit of a weird one. 160k value. We sold him for 3.9k. We got him on a free, so I'm not too fussed about getting any sort of money for him. It was quite good that we got something. But because Millwall had to pay for the work permit paperwork, that cost them 20k, so they couldn't afford to actually give us more money. And I just wanted him off the books because we were never going to play him. So yeah, a bit cheap, but off he's gone. Rodrigao, one of the Brazilians we bought in, is improving a lot. He's gone out for first team football at Alumji. And then, yeah, lots of loans. Lots of loans have gone out. So Perelman, we're trying to cash in on him, but no one wanted him, so he's gone out on loan to HB Køge in Denmark, I want to say that is, yep. And overall, I'm quite happy. Rodrigo and Paulo Rogerio, that was the other one that I wanted to show you, have both gone to Alumji, and will hopefully be getting a bit of game time. I'm a little bit excited by this guy. Again, he's probably not going to cut it. I think we're going to progress as a club quicker than he will progress as a player. But 16 million spent, 1.3 million in. All in all, we're doing all right. Finances, we've still got 9 million pounds left in the transfer budget, 24.5 million pounds in the kitty, which is absolutely incredible. And we've started the season pretty damn well. Lots of friendlies were arranged. We beat Dynamo 4-0. We beat LASK 2-0. First round of the qualifying leg for the Champions League group stage thing, 2-0. We beat Hapoel Beersheva in Israel. Then we played Anderlecht. We beat them 2-0. We played the return leg at our place, won 3-0. Victor Pilsner 3-0. We beat Karabakh 5-2 in the first leg away from home. I was a bit concerned because we weren't 1-0 down, but then we absolutely rallied. It was absolutely brilliant. We smashed them. That's 2 years in a row we've smashed Karabakh. 5-0. We beat these guys whose name I'm not even going to try and pronounce. Karabakh came back to our place. We beat them 3-1. We beat a pretty decent, strong Aston Villa team 4-1 as well, which was really good. And today we're going to be taking on HJK from Finland in the Champions Cup, Champions Path, third qualifying round, first leg, where the next round has already been drawn. And if we look at the Champions Path playoff, Maribor or HK will be playing Rijeka or Copenhagen from Croatia and Denmark respectively. So You know, last year we beat Shakhtar and we avoided them in this draw for this year. And we've also avoided some of the other big teams. I think Copenhagen, I feel like we could beat. Rijeka, I think we could beat. We've got the same sponsor. I sort of feel like, yeah, I sort of think we're better than both of those teams. So I'm really get past HJK, which we should, because they're really not very good. And all should be gravy, really. So we're going to go into the game against HJK. We should be set up to go straight into it, because I think the team is selected. Karius, Matos, Zalatel, Stojanovic, Terenzi, Luizao and Elsnik, Matko, Otada, Pozeg Vankas and Tuto Fotso up front. We do have interest transfer-wise for Nguisen. At the moment, Watford are paying nowhere near the fee I want, so I'm not going to let him go. And if he gets annoyed, we'll just massage his ego to make him feel a bit better. Players we've called up from last season that you might not know about. So there he's in Greece, and he's not in the team while he's got a bid on him. 3.1, I want 10 million. You know, if they offer us about 7 or 8, I'll probably accept it. Ziga Oberhet is being called up from the youth team. He's going to hopefully get a few games this year. Did pretty well out on loan at Tab Sazana. 6.99 over 24 games. So I'm quite excited about seeing what he can do. And Pedro Bicalho is the Brazilian we bought in quite a while ago. 2 loan spells out at Mura. Did pretty well at both of them. Really grew into the league last year. Improved his average rating. Got like 7 more goals, 2 more assists than in the previous season. So yeah, he's going to be in and around flirting with the team this year. See what he can do. Pedro Bicalho. Masalowski is back on loan as well. Everyone else, I think you pretty much know. Why am I starting Terenzi at left back? Why am I not starting Bicalho? Let's get Bicalho back in there. Not too sure why I would do that. But yeah, Diego Liente is going to go onto the bench. I haven't sorted this team out at all. I was talking absolute nonsense. Diego Liente can go on the bench. We don't want to change the core of the team too much right now, because it was a winning team. We did really well last year in the Champions League. We're going to bring Diego Liete into the team slowly, but we are going for the win. And can you hear that? I've left the noises on. That is literally how much this is new here, because I don't think have you ever played with the noises on in Football Manager? I always turn them off straight away. So there you go. There's a bit of background noise for you. It will only be the first leg. I'm expecting it to be pretty routine for us. I think HJK are actually worse than Qarabag in my opinion. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's go into it. Has Reign Supreme at the back. O'Shawsney, has he? We can unsettle him, it'll be fine. And Renato Matos, yeah, he'll carry on doing his thing. He's a great player. And are we going into the game now? We're just waiting for the next highlight, apparently, standing in the press conference room. This is the first game I've played on the old PC. So yeah, I don't know what our settings are. This is all correct. That looks all correct. Key highlights, fine with that. We still haven't actually left the press box yet. Does the game know that? Hello, game? Hello? We'll just encourage everyone for now. We've had 2 shots, 2 on target. Nothing worthy of a highlight. Do you know what? I'm just going to pop this onto extended just so that we can actually make sure this is working. I mean, there's commentary down here. Should I be concerned with this? Should I be concerned with this? Full match. Okay, at least now it's going to load into the game. It's not loading into the game. This is very strange. Why are we still in? What is going on here? It might take effect at our time. I'm not too sure what's going on here. I honestly don't know what is going on. I feel like, yeah, this hasn't loaded correctly. Obviously. I mean, you can see that with your own eyes. But that was when we get a highlight, it does stop. It's just not getting rid of. Let's see if we click on. Can I click on someone? Let's go into tactics. We'll click on Joel Pereira, and then we'll go back to the match. Hey, that's all you had to do. Just clicking. So throw in. Apologies if the graphics aren't as good, but this isn't as good a PC. It does seem to be struggling, actually, which is bizarre. And why are we behind the goal? Risky's in, and it's dribbled in over the net. Shocking. Absolutely terrible. Was that a replay? Yeah, we're 1-0 down. To be honest, I'm more concerned with what's happening in this game. That was their only shot, obviously. Obviously, it was their only shot on target. Right. Give me a sec. We're going into the dressing room. I'm just going to quickly sort out the preferences and we'll be right. Okay, right. I think I've fixed it. We'll have a look. So, we'll pump our fists and I'm going to say, I know you can do much better. I know you can do much better. And then we're going to point the finger at them and say, you have the ability to make a real difference. Get out there and, make it happen. Or whatever the thing is you say. But, yeah, not the best of first halves. We haven't created a lot. We've done okay. My big boy up front, Tutu Fotso, is not playing well. Atara's not getting into it. Maybe they're just sort of counteracting them and marking them out the game at the moment. But we'll have a let's see. To be honest, I'm more concerned about this game just getting through it and making sure everything works. It's probably what I should have done before recording the video. But I think this should all go a bit smoother now. Bracalo to Elsnik. Up it goes. There is Tutu Fotso. Oh, he's gone past the post. He's gone past the post. Oh, shocking. Shocking stuff. 9 shots, 4 on target. Let's demand some more from them. Right, an hour gone. We're going to ring some changes in. So, our boy Luke is coming on. LZ90 up top. Otara is going to come off for Svetlin. We're actually going to push Elsnik into that role there. And we're going to go all attacking changes. Vankas off. Musalowski is going to come on that left-hand side and see if we can make something happen. As there was a race on there, but 3 subs. You've got to hope that makes a difference, really, haven't you? It looks like we've got a corner, which is always good. Matko to take it. Swings it in. Zelatel, he's at the bar. I think we're going to beat them at home. I can't. They haven't really threatened us, to be honest. And I feel like we're on top of this game. Musalowski brings it down. He's still going, Musalowski. He's still going. Oh, shot so close. I just can't. How are we not winning this game? How are we not winning this game? So 72 minutes. Next highlight. Keto goes long. Stojanovic wins the header. Musalowski out to Matko. Matko has got time and there is an overlap. Is he going to use it? No, he's going to ignore Matos. Matko back to Matos now. Matos to the byline. Dinks it across. Headed away. Luizao. Svetlin. Oh, headed away again. Bracalo. We've gone caution to the wind and gone all-out attack pretty much. Svetlin out to Matos. Matos, in it goes. Matko. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot. Back to Matos. Matos to Luizao. Out to Svetlin. In it goes. Matko. There's the away goal. He's onside. His second goal of the season. And it is 1-1. Lovely stuff. We got the away goal and that is a dream. Matos. They sort of just played it around with themselves, didn't they? Luizao into Svetlin. Great ball through from Svetlin. And Matko tucks it home at the near post to make it 1-1. And that's what we're all about in this team. Lovely stuff. As Matko has a corner. Swings out and Svetlin beaten at the near post. Luizao will pick it up into Stojanovic. Luizao again. Stojanovic, Zalatel. And, the substitutes really do seem to have made a difference. Bracalo out to Musalowski. Good knockdown from him. Svetlin into Zahovic. Lucas Zahovic! Oh, in off the post. He's offside. It's been disallowed. The linesman has his flag up. Boo-hoo, hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh. Never, referee. Never. He's never off. It's the lines are equal. They're pretty much on top of each other. They're like this. On top of each other. Shocking stuff. Because to go back with a win, I do think the next leg will be pretty routine, to be honest. And I probably will skip through it because I think the game in the playoff will be more exciting. But look at that, 19 shots we've had to 4. Matko with the ball in. Zalatel with a header just over the bar again. Yeah, I mean, you can't complain about this, can you? We're playing really, really well. 21 shots to their 4, 10 on target to their 1, and their keeper's got a 7.3. So I think in the next leg, there's no way he can repeat that, and we should be good and into the Champions League. Look at that XG. Look at that. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But, yeah, I'm going to keep the motivation high. Keep it high. I was hoping we could hang on, but we didn't. Oh, well. Oh well, we'll be talking about that match for years to come. What a game. Our forwards couldn't finish a sentence, let alone a gilt-edged chance. I quite like that line by Vid. He summed it up quite well. But yeah, so key passes 6 from Matko. That is beautiful. Superb with the number of chances you created. Lovely stuff. And we'll send the assistant into that one. I mean, it's been a bit of a strange episode, to be honest. I've had a lot of things I've had to correct. I'm still getting used to recording on this PC. I need to mess around with the settings and figure out what's happening in terms of the back, what's going on in the PC when I'm recording, because it is very, very different to my proper recording PC. So I'm hoping that we can sort it out, and Pez also looks all right as well. But 1-1 draw, we're going to play a friendly. We'll play that, and then we'll be back, hopefully, for... unless something goes really, really wrong, we'll be back for the playoff game to see if we can get to the group stages again. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure, and I'm glad I can be recording these and it not crash the whole system. So thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Leave a like, subscribe, all that good jazz. I'm out. Cheers.